It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we get to watch Nico Collins. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Texans and the Bills on Sunday night.
Oh, it is a winter wonderland indeed. The snow is falling in upstate New York as you get a look inside Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Buffalo Bills. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game, because it actually affects the crowd as well? That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
And we are underway in Buffalo. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
At the 32-yard line.
Second down and a yard. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get it, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Man, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Darnell Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's out just shy of the 40. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some rush yardage plays.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Motion man is Shakir. From midfield, here's Allen. has his man. It's Shakir.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the Texans' 46-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Completes to Shakir once again.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal, so instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. And again, it's Allen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
79 Broncos.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And this will be caught. So the try for 2 good, and it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Buffalo offense back out ready to go.
And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Beards.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Allen to throw it. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. On the move past the 40 and down to the 27-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big players.
Malik Jefferson in there on the stop. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator.
And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Cut my team. Cut.
15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Mustang 19.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Come on.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Hustle.
Stroud working out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Trap 60.
Now Stroud. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try not to stand before they're backed up even further.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Pick made by Trill Bernard. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Shakir hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, here's the run with Cook. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On play action, Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Curtis Samuel from 21 yards away. And the Bills get a bit closer. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And they're back within 8. It's 15-7. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. There he goes, left side. He may go. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Ready, break.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. His throw incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Allen throwing on second down. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing is Allen on third. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 18. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen, hitting Samuel on the slant. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Allen. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the Ravens who get the win at home. Lamar Jackson, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. From there, we'll stay in the AFC North as we head to the Confluence to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Tony Pollard, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Kansas City Chiefs. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous, and if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch. You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these 2 coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for this second half for sure. And for the call, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Pass to kick off for Buffalo.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. There he goes, right side. Pass midfield. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Texans.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
The extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't
Yeah,
you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
So nothing doing there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This out quickly to Williams. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Allen to throw once more. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 34-yard line.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Up the middle, it's Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Houston set to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
65
Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. At the 26-yard line.
Here goes Stroud again. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
42. Bills 14.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now. And you see the last drive. Great chunk of yardage. The touchdown on 5 carries. And offensively, everything just looked in sync, didn't it?
It did, and the reason that it was in sync is because it's a combination of play calling, game plan, offensive line marrying up with all of their blocks. But don't forget the receivers out on the perimeter. Any type of a long run, the receivers have had a hand in that because they've occupied people downfield. And, of course, give the big credit to the man with the football. Great vision, good movement, gets to the end zone.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
That's the end of the third.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Bills on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Allen going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Will Anderson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built on the efforts of this defense.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Cook up the gut. Down right around the 25. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on fourth. Now Allen, gotta have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
5 wide.
Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 130 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Come on. Warriors, 70s.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
19 Lions. Ready.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
18 Raptors.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bills' 18-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
79 Broncos.
Now Stroud. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Stroud will look to throw once more. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. And Stroud now to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 77 yards. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now out comes Houston. CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Got an open man, it's Washington. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with